Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Local Pundit. I'm Josh Anthony. This is breaking news. Wrexham have made their first signing of the summer. Ryan Hardie is through the door from Plymouth Argyle. Boom. If you're not excited right now, I don't know what's wrong with you. But it is a Monday, June 16th, and we have gone through. We got Ryan Hardie through the door. Just came out about 10 minutes ago. Awesome. Really excited about this. And you know what? It's a sign of intent. Really pumped about it. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe. You haven't subscribed to the Local Pundit. And welcome to the best goddamn podcast of your life today. Let's do this. Let's break this down. Just broke about 10, 15 minutes ago. But TLP fam, here we go. Wrexham signs of intent. I just watched some of the interview there about him. He said he wanted to get in early. He wanted to get in a new club early. He knew Plymouth was going down. Wrexham was the place he wanted. He's pumped up to be here. How about that? What are we feeling about it? Leap and Sarah says he seemed exhausted in the interview. He seemed like he was happy and content. That's what I took out of it too. But what say you? What do we feel about this? I mean, it's a sign of intent. We talked about it the other day. Felt like this was going to happen. We were doing the breakdown of who he was the other day. But let's get into some of the details here. This has just come through. Wrexham signed Ryan Hardie from Plymouth Argyle. Wrexham are delighted to announce the signing of striker Ryan Hardie from Plymouth Argyle on an undisclosed fee pending international clearance and registration. Shouldn't be a problem. Hardie has signed a contract with us at the end of the 27-28 season and becomes our first signing of the 25 summer transfer window. The former Scottish youth international, he's 28 years old, started his career at Rangers, scored 74 goals in 248 games, and he is signed an initial loan fee for there too. But he said on signing for Wrexham, I'm delighted to get the move done. I'm really happy to get done so early, and I cannot wait to get going. This is great news. That means that Down Under on the Down Under tour, we'll be able to get a good look at Ryan Hardie in a Wrexham jersey, whatever that looks like. I think Kit Watch is also on the cards too. Goes on to say, to get a full preseason tour. And if I'm yelling, it's because I'm excited. I'm really pumped up. To get a full preseason tour, preseason will be massive to get integrated into the squad and learn the way the manager plays, to get to know everyone. It will be very, very important. He said the last couple of seasons, it's good getting experience in the EFL Championship, and it's experience I can now use and learn on. I've enjoyed playing there, Plymouth Argyle. I've managed to score a few goals, so hopefully that I can continue to score more goals this season. Now we'll talk about what we're getting in this player. We broke it down the other day, what type of player he is, but it's absolutely just, right, 6 to midnight. Goes on to say, in a quote, I love how family-oriented the club is, Wrexham. The community is all together, and it's really just one club, one city. Everything is to do with football. Everything is to do with the football, and I'm really excited to be part of that. I'll give everything I got for the badge. Hardie made professional debut against Rangers in 2014. Listen, all that crap is crap. Okay, awesome. What a great signing this is. I know some the other day were like, why if this is our top of the line, that's not it. But this is a proven goal scorer in a team last season who played in the championship. Okay. He played in the championship, and they went down. You know what? Their loss is our gain. Whatever the numbers are, I don't care. It's an undisclosed fee, which is fine. So what type of player are we getting? We're getting a player who knows how to score goals in the championship, in the championship, in a team that was going down and struggling. Now, what I'm going to do today, as we know, we don't do this a lot. I know Patty's out there. Aaron's probably hanging upside down, but I'm putting it out there. I want to get your thoughts and your initial chat on this, and come in, hold the line. Hold the line. Let's get your say. Let's do a quick call-in show. Someone get in here and let me know what they think about this. Let me know what the intention we all feel for the Ryan Hardie. Don't be scared. Get in here. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about Wrexham's intent right now. Billy Boyle might be going out. Okay, good. But who's coming in? This is a really good signing. This is a really good signing. We're getting a player who likes to be on the shoulder. He's got left foot, right foot. He can score goals. He knows the league. He knows the league. So this is exactly what. Now, I think someone else said it's not about the ceiling, it's about the floor. So if this is the floor, a guy that can score goals in the championship, how to be. Let's do this. I want it. I want all of it too. Let's break down his career stats real quick. So He's 28. He'll be 29 in October. He's a forward. He's 5'10". That's 177, not American. Okay. He played for Plymouth last year. He's on Blackburn. His 22-23 stats look as such: 42 appearances, 13 goals, 5 assists. Shots on target, 38. His pass completion rate, 74%. He has key passes, 33. He is a good player. He's quick. He gets on the shoulder. He will go and he will run through, and he will be the guy that is going to be the. Oh, my computer's going to fail in a second. Jesus sakes! Wow, got to plug your computer in, big guy. Come on, man. When you get excited, you still got to plug your computer in. Touching buttons, touching everything on the local pundit. That's what we do. This is the disaster. Producer Ann would shoot me for that. I know the club video dropped. Man, out. I got it. I listened to it. I can't show it. I don't want to get dinged. I know, but not to get on you. I know he dinged. Anyways, listen. How is he going to fit into the team? Listen, I think he's going to be the guy that's going to be on the shoulder and run through the channels. That's the guy we need. We need pace. I think that Parkinson's style of play will benefit, and he will benefit in the championship, because teams are going to be coming at us a little bit more, and we're going to be able to stretch the field. If we can get a midfielder, kind of like a Matty James, that can stretch the field, put him through balls. He's not going to win a ton of headers, but he wants the ball on the ground, and he's going to be able to go through and get behind the defenders. Now, he's fast. He knows the league. He is a good player. He can put the ball in the back of the net. So I think that he's actually going to be. Now, I don't think he's going to dislodge anybody right off the bat, but he could. Maybe that two up top will change. I don't know. How come no one's already come in? We need people to come in. Come on, chat. There's a bunch of people in here. There's 100 people in here. Come on and have your say. I think this is a fantastic signing out of the gate. Boom, Bob's your uncle. Boom. I love it. Super chat coming in. I'm going to get this up. Steve Barton, by the way, he'll get to the MFing. Yeah. He'll to the. I don't even know what that means, Steve Barton. He'll to the MFing. Yeah. Oh, hell to the MFing. Yeah. Got it. Typo all over it. Love it. $10 super chat. Steve Barton, absolutely love it. I screwed that up. Dyslexia, all this shit. But hell to that. This is the first signing coming in. It's fantastic. Hazard says, strikers are so hard to find. Look what's happening to Sunderland when they get the double relegated. We get crushed in this one. No, this is great. This is so good. I'm so pumped about it. How is he going to fix in the team? Obviously, Parkinson's preferred formation is 3-5-2. So he's versatile. We're getting a versatile player. Allows him to play across the front. He can fit into the formation. I think that he's more of the shoulder guy rather than the second guy. So we're going to have to figure that part out. But and I'm saying this was the kickback that we had on the show the other day about bringing him in possibly, was that he is someone that might not dislodge somebody. He might be a bench player. I don't necessarily agree with it. We got to see how things shape out. We got to see how it's going to go down. But I think he's very versatile. I love his pace. I love his power. I think he's good in front of goal. He's got a little bit of elegance to him. I think he's great. So as far as the striking role, the center role, Hardie can operate in the center and also in the advanced role like we just talked about. So he's going to be versatile. I think that's going to have to play a big part in what's going on here. He's going to be versatile. He can link up with wingers, he and midfielders for that matter. And I think we're going to enhance our midfield too. I think that's part of it. And he has an ability to be. What happened? Did I lose you? I lost you. Okay. We have the ability. He will adapt to the flexibility that I think we need to adapt to in the EFL Championship. So his experience will be there, and he can build, and he can help build out from the back and help transitions. I think that's the player we're getting. I'm so pumped about this. Important missing piece in our jigsaw puzzle. Absolutely, Sean. And Chris says, LFG. There you go. Claire Marie says, hi, everyone. Great news. Hopefully the start of more signings. Yes. Window opened. I think it was like, I don't know, this morning or yesterday, weird opening. But yes, he is part of the puzzle. Club video's up. I'm not going to show it. I did watch it. He's pumped to be here. This has been brewing. I did actually hear this was happening. Obviously, I didn't want to get ahead of the club, but I'm so pumped that this is going down. Leap and Sarah says Chelsea versus LFC just started. Okay, we'll watch that later. And A2Z, 15 goal contributions last season and 17 the previous season. A solid, good goal threat. Yes, that's an improvement. We don't score goals. We started to score goals by the end of the season last year. We didn't score goals. And this guy scores goals in the league. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to be that annoying guy. Come in, have your say. Let's go. Talk about this. Let's do this. Set the narrative. Let's go. He said in the interview he likes to play a 9. Yes, I did hear that too. He likes to play the 9. So would you partner him? So I think Parkinson needs to figure out that we call that utility striker role a little bit more. I think Sam Smith's got. I could actually see Sam Smith dropping into the dropping back a little bit. His hold up play is a lot better. Ryan Hardie, I think, is a little bit quicker than him, and I think he can run through. Now we need to figure out how this is going to go down. Let's get them on the field together. Let's see how they play. These guys, they got to learn how to play together. We're not done yet. We're just getting started. This is literally the start of the transfer window. And as there was an interview yesterday on the leader, it says, basically he's like, Parkinson said, it's early. It's early in the transfer window too. I know I'm getting to the super chat. Jake the Snake Roberts. Who is this guy? The team have signed? I've been on their rock for a while. Jake signed a striker, brother. We signed Ryan Hardie. It is awesome. Ryan Hardie, undisclosed fee from Plymouth Argyle, probably 2 M's, something like that. We don't know. I don't care how much he is. I think it's just a great signing. He's excited to be here. He's part of it. He scores double-figure goals, and he's going to be and he's early enough. I mean, we go on tour, and the next I don't even know how long, next 3 weeks. We have time. He's going to be in. This is great. Also, hello, what's up, Jake? Harry Darling just signed from Norwich. Okay, great. Darling's out, so Darling is not our darling. Well, Shecky, how you doing, man, my friend? Great signing, says DJC2525. 10 out of 10. I agree with that. And Steve Barton, the legend of the chat, gifted 10 local pundit Wrexham AFC podcast memberships. Get them while they're hot. I would call in if you had a relevant knowledge. If I had Leap and Sarah, it doesn't matter. Relevant knowledge is just knowledge of the club. This is great. We made our first signing, 3-year deal. Brian Hardie, rock and roll. It's in the chat. Pop in, say hi. Steve is an absolute legend. Carol HR must love this one. Woohoo! There we go. I'm loving it. He did his best work playing behind a number 9 last season for Plymouth. Okay, Aaron, listen. This is a guy that I believe can play in a 2, and I think we're going to do well with him. Awesome. I like it. I'm glad he didn't go to one of your other signings. He ain't signed for us a bench. No effing way. I agree with you, Chris. I'm just trying to create the talking points here. The talking points for everybody, so we can have it. And I would show it. But I don't want to get dinged up on a thing that. So let's talk about his finishing ability too, real quick. I see Dan Moore. I'll get to that in a second. So he can find the back of the net. We know that. Watch his clips. He can find the back of the net. He is a shoulder guy. So you talk about being on the 9. Okay, there's a 9 and a 10. Okay. So what I anticipate there is I think they will be a little bit more fluid. I think whoever it is, whether it's Sam Smith or him, it'll be a little more fluid. He is a shoulder guy. He is a guy that will get on the shoulder and run through. He's got a little bit more pace, I believe, than probably a Smitty. But he is good. He has good positioning. He has good close control. He's got good touch. I've seen him, like I said earlier in the chat, left foot, right foot. I've seen him chip the keeper. This is positive. And he has the ability to take a hit and actually finish under pressure too. A lot of guys, when you get in front of goal, you see the goalkeeper come out big, wide. What do I do? Can't put the ball in the back of net. Watch his clips. He can take care of that, and we need that. And he is, for tight games, he's not going to shy away. He won't get a lot of touches though. He's not a guy who's going to get a lot of touches. If you notice, if you look at his stats, and I have done some research. Look at his stats. He doesn't touch the ball a lot, but when he does, he puts the ball in the back of the net. So he's not going to be that build-up guy. That build-up guy will have to be a Smitty or someone else that might have been there. So it's a really, really good signing. He's got good work rate. He does defensively contribute. He will press up front. He is very fit. Then we talked about being very lean, but Parkinson likes that. And so he Parkinson will most likely want to emphasize a little bit more being defensive up front. And I think Ryan Hardie will help that solution out. I know we sat back a lot in some games last season because we weren't scoring goals, but Hardie will be able to press up front because of his athleticism and because he's a guy that, doesn't waste energy, but he's a guy that Parkinson will rely on to press up front. I think we're going to change. I think we're going to be in the process of changing of how we're going to go out. I know Parky, everyone's like Dinosaur Parky. Take that, shove it up everyone's you-know-what, and there you go. But he does track back, and he will contribute as well. His ability to contribute, being tracking back and put into the midfield is also going to be part of it too. So just bear in mind, we're taking through that. And Super Chat's coming in, right, as you know. Aaron, are you in the chat, dude? Come on in. Dan Moore, he said he likes to play in a 9. Yes, he does like to play in a 9. Dan Moore, thank you for that Super Chat. That is absolutely legendary, my friend. Lovely, lovely. Haven't talked to you in a while, man. Haven't talked to you in a while. And thank you for that Super Chat, not lost on us. And what did you miss? Ted Nelson? Ted, we made our first signing of the summer going into the championship. There we go. Ryan Hardie. That's a good swine. Well, talk about Norwich. Who cares about Norwich? I'm in Toy Story Zone. Jesus Christ, Steve Martin. What the shit? Carol and HR. Super good signing. I'd love to see him pushing Smith and DDK and a DDK playing behind him, or even a 3-5-2. But I'm fine with Hardie playing the cam as well. Carol, you like that? You want him to play the cam? Okay. All right. I like that. And the DKD stuff, that's interesting too. You think that's a possibility? I'm just going to put that out there too. Palmer upgrade. I mean, not going to dig out Palmer today. It's a positive show. Not going to dig out Palmer. But if someone wants to come in and have a dig out Palmer, I won't do that. HUC. Darling wasn't good enough for anyways. There we go. And Hardie and Smitty up top. Let's see who else we signed. But it's starting to look pretty good. We do need a cam too. How does he fit in? Will it be him and Smith? What about J-Rod? Well, J-Rod's going to be 35 years old. Why? J-Rod's going to be 35 years old. Not that that's being, ageist. That's just, I think Smitty is a better has a really good hold-up play. If you look at what Smitty did at the end of the season, toward the end of the season, his hold-up play. Now, granted, I know J-Rod was there, but Smitty likes to back into players, and he will put his body on the line and hold the ball up. So I can actually see Smitty going down to playing that role and putting Hardie up on the shoulder. But what say you? What say you? There you go. Steve Barton gifted another 5 local pundit Wrexham FC podcast memberships. Thank you, my friend. And Hardie and Smith up front. So far, maybe. $650,000 release cost fee, I believe. That's not bad, says Aaron. I don't mind that. I'm fine with that. That's good business. He had a year left on his contract, my friend. He had a year left in his contract. And another 10 local pundit Wrexham FC podcast memberships. Get him. Fine. He's just going off. Okay. Sea Lord. The Sea Lord. What? Whoa. What? Is that Canadian? Holy crapola. My friend, absolute legend of the chat, has just kicked up a notch. Sea Lord of Bravos. Thank you for that super chat. I think CA is Canada, but it doesn't matter. I appreciate the support. So does the community. This super chat deserves 2 purposes. It serves 2 purposes. Okay, there you go. It's a show of appreciation of what kind of community the local pundit has created. Thank you, Josh, and the whole team. But this also is an expression of celebration at our first signing as Wrexham heads into this exciting era. Sea Lord, we much appreciate you. This community is awesome. It's helped me through a lot. I know it's helped a lot of other people through a lot, but it's also football, Wrexham. It's not just about that. It's a fantastic community of a great group of people that have come together and are rowing in the same direction. And I'm pumped to be a part of it myself. And I thank you all. And I thank everyone that contributes, everyone that puts any bit of time. Barton, Dan Moore, everybody, Sea Lord, anyone that contributes to this. Doesn't have to be financial at all, but it's just in a matter of just being together, and we're all excited to be a part of this journey. So yes, it is very exciting. Wrexham are heading into an exciting time, and I say that, Sea Lord, and we've already had 3 years of it, 3.5, 4 years of it. So it's awesome. So thank you very much for that super chat. And Steve Barton, thank you for another gifted local pundit memberships. Absolute legend. Absolute legend. And who dollar amounts don't matter. I don't care. $1 is enough. What cent is enough? Terry Ankle. Sorry, but he is not the type of player that will excite. Terry, all right, expand on that. I want to know. I want to know why you think that. I want to know why you think that. And thank you, C Lord, says Aaron. And really, no one wants to come talk about the first signing. I'm gonna still put it in the chat, and I won't say it again. You know the drill. Okay. Start at the top, Josh. You're all beauties. Well, you know, the top is producer Ann. I actually work under her, so she's the legend. Dewey Jones, good evening and good morning. Good to see you, my friend. We're going to get 3,000 by the start of the season, Josh. Yes, we are. See, Lord. Sorry, Leap and Sarah. We will be. And well said, Big Cat. Love TLP. Absolutely. There you go. All right. Moving on. Let's talk about this. Just a reset. If you're just coming in late, 20 minutes in, if you're just coming in late, we have signed our first signing of the season. And it's Ryan Hardie. We talked about it the other day. I had an inclination this was going to happen. And I'm happy it did happen at this time. We're going to build up to getting him in the club and also being on tour, and it's going to be awesome. Who was the last signed player to truly excite? I don't know. Patty, come in, say hi, dude. Patty, you going to come in? Come on, my friend. You and I worked the summer really well. Come on in. Come on. And Esteban is he cannot chat today. Middle feeding the kitties. Well, you got to do it. Yeah. And it is a solid signing. Patty has spoken. He said it's a solid signing. Take it. Don't listen to Aaron, because anyone that Aaron wants to sign is going to go over to Millwall. So yeah. Rumor paid $700,000 for Ryan. That's a great number. What are we getting? A versatile, goal-scoring forward who can run through the channels and be a part of the system and knows the league. Awesome. You can't ask for anything more. I'm not saying he's going to be our best signing of the summer, but to start, if that's our benchmark, awesome. That is effing awesome. 12 goals last season in a team that was going down. Yes. Come on now. Kieran DKD had a massive bid placed. You think that was us, or Ryan Hardie was always the target? Well, John Elmer, are you new to the chat, my friend? And please let us know where you're watching from. But I like your question there, and come in and say hi. I don't know, but the DKD stuff, is that starting to pick up? Is the DKD that's starting to pick up? I have seen a few things, and I've gotten a couple DMs here and there. Do you think that's going to pick up? Let me know. And I think he's a great player. Carol in HR, what's up, dude? Proper cam is definitely in order, but a solid striker is a great first sign. Say it with your chest. Carol, say it with his chest. And Mel and Lionel said, yes, Patty. He's all back. Patty's going to come in. I could feel it. Sean Griffiths, what's going on, dude? Are you Mark Griffiths' kid? Son. Great signing. He's hungry for success and proven at this level. So very pleased. I agree with you. Sean, are you new to the chat as well? Where are you watching from? And Kim goes on to say, not really caring whether he's Mbappe, as long as he can run forever and put the ball in the back of the net. Well, Kim, I'm going to take that in two parts for you. Mbappe is a fantastic player, right? Mbappe is definitely a fantastic player, okay? But we want a bunch of Dembeles. If you look at that club right now, we want a bunch of players that want to play together, be a part of the squad, be the sum of all the squad, all the players. We don't want individuals that are just looking for stats and looking for themselves. I'm not saying you're saying that, but I think this is the sum of all parts. And I think that's what makes Parkinson and what Wrexham is all about. The sum of all the parts equal the team. I think there's very, very important layer there that we don't listen. I'd love to have a Kwame Poku. I'm not saying he's like a selfish guy, but a guy like that, like a star, someone like that who I think is off to Rangers. I think he's off to Rangers, but someone like that, possible. But these are all sum of all parts. But it's a good shout. But he will put the ball in the back of the net. Logan Roberts, SKO, with Hardie and Smith potentially going deeper. Where could Carney play? You think Carney's an option? Logan, you think Carney's an option? Carney's a midfielder, 100%. But I don't think we're getting him. Logan. And Logan, you're new as well. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know. I love me some Patty. So do I. Patty's awesome. Patty and I do the summers. I think last summer he and I broke everything together. Carol says, I honestly don't know why we don't scoop up DK Day. DK Day, Jesus, Josh. DKD, another championship club, and he will light us up. Well, listen, if that is on the cards for DKD, let's do it. I'm fine with that. He's a good player. He's a really good player. Suck it, Josh. I love Hardie. Wow, Aaron just came in hot. You had Hardie? Did you have Hardie? Oh, someone go back and watch the shows. Let me know if Aaron actually have Hardie. What's DKD? Someone in the chat, let her know. I don't know if DKD to Wrexham is heating up. Can anyone confirm? And there you go. There you go. Steve Barton came in with another 10 local pundit Wrexham podcast, Wrexham AC podcast memberships. Thank you, Steve Barton. I was going to run through the tape real quick. Just so 10. There's like 25 out there, 35, 40. Yeah, absolute legend. Just absolute madness today. Absolute madness today. And Logan Roberts is watching from Wales. I love it. Tess says, let's go. Yes, it's a good day. June 16th, our first signing. How about it? And we are getting a family man maturity, a full striker package. No drama. We're getting a ton. Again, Walsh Techie, what are you doing? Are you in the hot tub? Ryan and Dan Scar are great friends and played well together at Plymouth. Yes, that had to come into part of it too. Now there were a couple days ago, 3-4 days ago, I was getting images of like they're following each other on X and Instagram, and I thought that's really cute. I mean, Christ. But those are indications, as you know. I mean, in this digital world, in this immediate world that we live in today, those things do come into play. And all signs that were pointing to me this was going to happen. It's just a matter of not a matter of it wasn't going to happen. It's just a matter of when. So the earlier the better. I'm pumped about it. And yes, I am pumped up today. Patty has a sweet graphic for Hardie. Well, where is he? Patty's probably, I don't know. What time is it for Patty? It's not that late, bro. Sorry. Don't leave home without it. You know. So this is a good one here. Terry. Okay. Terry, dig down. Terry, I'm just going to call you Terry. Touchdown Terry. So he's from a relegated club and not good enough what I've seen last season. Okay. I'll take that on. From a relegated club. Okay. He's a striker. He can score goals. He does score goals. They were going through a tough period of time, but he still went out and tried to perform. Now, I think it shows grit that he still put the ball in the back of the net, in my opinion. If you don't think he's good enough, that's fine. I'm not getting after it, but I just want to take that on. In a relegated team, still scoring over 10 goals, 12 goals, I think that's great. And what he's not going to go to Plymouth and just go to the wayside. He's a proven goal scorer. Just take this, Terry. He's a proven goal scorer in the league, in the championship. That's hard to come by. And by the way, speaking of Plymouth, I heard that I did read that Gareth Bale is part of a consortium that's looking to buy them. So, but Terry, there you go. The joke video Hardie and Scar have out is as wholesome as I didn't see it. Glenda says she just got home. It's great news. It's fantastic news. Playing a comments. Okay. Plugs. I guess I'll be watching some highlights later to check out what Brian can do. Yes, there's a few free plugs. Good to see you. And I will get your hat out to you this week. I will be back up in LA. I will sort that out for you, my friend. I'll get you the green one out too. But we'll do that. Guess I'll be watching some highlights later on. Yes, there are good highlights out there. Tess, can we start the season already? Not yet, Tess. Not yet. Want to know why? We got to make more signings. We got to have more signings come in. Come on now. Come on. Steven did back up and said Aaron did have Hardie. I mean, the one person that backs up Aaron. Jesus. And it's not even his wife who when he kicks the ball and says, oh, Aaron misses the net. I mean, he just totally missed the net. Okay, so I get a little conclusion here. Got a little added conclusion here for us, everything. Okay, so my take on all of this with the Ryan Hardie signing, it adds depth, experience. He's versatile to Wrexham's forward line. Parkinson, under his management, I think he will thrive. I also think I'm going to say this too. Be ready that one of the forwards is going to be going out. Be ready for that. And I anticipate it'll probably be Palmer. The shock news would be Mullen. I said Mullen might get another shot there too, but it's probably going to be a Palmer. And if we lost Fletch, so let's say it's just 1-1 for now. Let's just say it's 1-1 for now. Fletch is out, Hardie's in. They do different things. Fletch is out, Hardie's in. Just be prepared for more to come. I think Hardie will be prolific under Parkinson. Just give him time, let him get in, having a good preseason, touch wood, that he comes in and, gets to play with the team a little bit and gets that cadence. Awesome. He has good tactical flexibility, which I feel is important, especially going up to a new league that we're all in. And then granted, let me just put it this way too. He's played in this league. Our guys currently right now have not. So he's going to have that mental advantage of being in the championship and knowing the league, other than some of the players, not all of our players. So he can offer something to the team that we don't have to some of the players that have been there, that haven't been there before. That's important. So just take that into consideration. So we're coming up to his level, even though they got relegated. Our team is coming up to his level. So take that into consideration. And I had said we have that X factor early to also too with Wrexham. His ambition is to move on, go forward. 28 years old. If you can fire us, help us fire us to the Premier League. Awesome, I like that. And anything to enhance our attacking play, putting goals in the back of net. Boom, got to do it. Now that does come with the fact that we do have to improve our midfield to help provide the passing so he can put the ball in the back of the net. Why did I say bullets? I said provide the passing. I want to go back and watch Aaron's video about watching Hardie. Yes, go watch that. Sea Lord legend. Carol says, especially since we stole Hardie for $700,000, we should absolutely go in for 3 M's for Kelly Davis Dunn. DKD. Davis Kelly Dunn. I think that's a good signing. Okay. Everyone had Hardie after Rob and Ryan started following on social media. Yes, that's true. Less than a month for Wrexham down under. Yep. And Matt House has told you. I don't know what you told me, but okay. Aaron Ron says next signing after Hardie. Love those rumors. Heard it maybe Harry Darling, 25-year-old center half. I think Darling just left, by the way. Patty says 10 goals, 3 assists in a relegated club is huge. There you go. Patty's in it. Patty, what are you doing? Rathbone was from a relegated club. That's true. Terry is trolling you. He has to be. That's fine. They control. None of our strikers scored 10. That's very true too. Very true too. Hardie led us to the match needs to be addressed here. Well, let me get a quick look at Hardie's. That's a fresh cut. I'm watching the video right now. He's got a fresh cut on him. Let me see.
Championship experience, most
fresh cut, little tan, good beard, strong jaw, handsome. Boom, love it. Wearing the Ryan Reynolds sweater that he wore. I think the day we got promoted. He's got it all. Good, little piercing blue eyes, as if he's on General Hospital. All in, sign him up. To be all in, sign him up. With our lack of goals, says Tess, this past season, I'd be excited signing a League 2 striker with double-digit goals. We signed a championship striker that has double-digit goals. So there you go. Matt House says, to be fair, the team was relegated. The team is only as strong as the weakest link. He scores from the keystone to the relegation. Far from the keystone to the relegation. Yes, they were in a disaster. They've been Plymouth Argyle have been a disaster for like 2 seasons. So there you go. Steve Barton came back in with 10 local pundit Wrexham AP podcast memberships. By the way, get those memberships in. We're going to be doing a lot of member shows coming up soon. I think Champ Chat might be members only. I don't know. I have to confirm. I could be totally wrong. Will he be Wrexham captain material, Esteban? I don't know. It's a great shout. Good shout. What do you think in the chat? Let me know. Next signing, Lewis Travis. I'd love that to happen. John Elmore. I'd love that to happen. We'll see. And only 7 more signings to go, says Steve Barton did a big super chat there. You think it's going to be 8, Stevie? You think it's going to be 8? All right, let's put this in the chat. How many more signings will we make this summer? Let's do it. Logan says, I'd love to see Sung Min Q as a future McLean. I don't know who that is, but I'll look him up right now. I'm going to touch the buttons. Song Min. I hope I'm not getting trolled here. Footballer. All right. Song. I'm going to look it up. Logan, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it, dude. Awesome. Okay. South Korean footballer. He's 25 years old, 5'10", winger, forward. Current team is Jobuk Hyundai Motors. Don't know who that is. And he played for the Steelers as youth. He's played for the Hohang Steelers, played from 2018 to 2021. South Korean national team. He made his debut in 2021, represented his country in various international tournaments. Playing style, he is known for his quick pace and technical skills, allowing him to be effectively play as a winger or a forward. So probably not that in our current position. His ability to create chances and to contribute to the attack has made him a valuable player for both club and country. His market value is estimated at €900,000, 1.3 million euro. Skill level, he is market demand, and yes, so he's a promising young player. He's 25, but if you like him, that's not a bad shout, Logan. I really appreciate that with the super chat. We're doing a little research here. Leap and Sarah says he knows the pain of relegation, and I think that will add to his package. Talking about Ryan Hardie, I agree with that. And Kim says prediction: Hardie and Steve Parkin will compete for best salute. Ooh, I like that. Awesome. If you're coming in late, we have made our first signing. Our first signing is Ryan Hardie. Ryan Hardie. We are in. I said he followed the owners. Yes, okay. Lettuce does matter. Patrick says, hey, gang. What's up, dude? Looking forward to seeing Ryan in New Zealand. Nigel, yes. Nigel, are you in New Zealand? And what games are you going to? And what's going on, Pat? Wayne Rooney was the weakest link. Yeah, it's true. That's not bad. So, all right. So how many think we're going to go? 4 signings is Goopy Splat. How many signings do you think we're going to make? 4 more? 5 more? 5 more? Big E says 5 more. Aaron says 7. 7. I kind of agree with Aaron. Did you already, or are you going to show the interview? I'm not going to show the interview because I don't want to take the risk of getting dinged on the local pundit and have it being shut down. So we're not doing that. But it is Bigfoot Summer. That's why this is on, because I own that. All of that back there. And you know. 7 says Patty plus 2 young gambles. I kind of agree with Patty. That's pretty good. His name sounds familiar. Says Luke, what's going on? I don't think anyone's taking an armband from Macca as long as he's in the squad. I don't think Macca's going to be a starter, Steve. I don't think Macca's going to be a starter. Bocce balls, I said it. I don't think Macca's going to be a starter. 150 people in here. Smash that like button, subscribe, share it out. Let's go. And I'll keep us going for a little bit because I want people to have their say on the first signing. It's a banner summer right now. It's summer school. We're Chainsaw and Dave right now. We are literally Chainsaw and Dave right now. I need my Dave. Let's do it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hello, White. Yeah, exactly. Luke, come on, Luke, catch up, my friend. Luke says 3 more because nobody has said that. There you go. And yes, Nigel's in New Zealand, going to the Wellington game. Okay, Nigel, that's awesome. Hopefully you enjoy yourself, which is great. I don't think Ken will be out there. The only person we know in New Zealand is Ivan, who is captain next season. I don't think we signed him yet. Free bugs. Macca will be a captain. Macca will be a captain, but I don't think Mac. Oh, fuck, I'm going to shoot myself in the foot right now. I don't think Macca is going to be our starting left back. I don't think so. He just can't be. Rathbone, that's a good shout. Dobson, another good shout. There's no way Mac can start if we're aiming to compete at the top half of the state. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. And I'm not. This is nothing personal. There you go. But he just can't be the starter here. He just can't be. I do think this though will happen, unless we get a banner signing. Macca will start the season. Probably he won't end the season that way. That's comment of the day, Kim. Comment of the day for sure. Comment of the day for sure. I like it. Sam Smith. Sam Smith, captain material. Take this for what it is. He's really mellow. I'm not saying he's not strong, but there's other characters in there that I think would outdo. Sam Smith's a player that captains by playing, not by vocalizing. You need someone to go to the referee and stand up. That's a Macca, that's an O'Connell, a Scar, things like that. Max is too young, I think. Max might be too young. Big E's going to come in a second here. Yeah, give me a thumbs, brother. Oh, fuck it. There you go. He's in the house.
Hey.
How you doing? Been a long time, my friend.
Yes, it's good to be back.
Yeah, you doing all right?
Signing. Yeah, for sure. Of course.
Yeah.
Especially with the signing. It's a long wait, but it's great. I'm really happy. I'm not surprised. It's a real Parky signing, I think.
Yeah.
Experienced player.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's an experienced player, it seems. It's proven in the championship. I mean, he scored, 10 goals past season? 12. Great for us. I think if he can do the same for us next year, I think we'll all be happy. I don't think it's like the star player we might be looking for. I'm sure there's going to be bigger signings coming, but it's a great start for sure. I'm really happy with it. I kind of see it as like a J-Rod maybe replacement, Palmer, Fletcher, that kind of role. I don't think it will be our top scorer maybe this coming season, but any goals will do for us, to be honest, because we didn't really have much to go with last season. So yeah, and I saw the interview and he seemed like a nice guy. Like also, as you read in the text, like the family-oriented club he's looking for, the city he seems to find important. So it all makes sense for him to come sign for Wrexham. So I'm really happy.
It does make sense. I look at him too. He's lean, he's athletic, he's something different that I don't think we have. And everyone talks about the relegated. He's one man. He's one guy. But I like the makeup of him. I do like the makeup of him.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, he seems like a great fit within our team, and maybe with him knowing Scar too, there might be a nice inner working there too, from the back line to the front. So hopefully that will also be shown on the field. So I think Scar is going to be more important coming season.
Yep.
Instead of EOC or O'Connell, but we'll see, of course. But maybe we'll get a replacement there too. We'll see. But for now, it seems like an obvious deal, and we didn't pay much for it, I believe. So makes sense to me.
Year left in his contract. Get him whatever they're quoting $750, whatever it is. I think that's a good signing. Do you think this is the one out, one in for the strikers? With how long? This got done early, so like he said, as soon as it finished, I was looking to get a club early. This got done really early.
True. Yeah. I think we'll get rid of some strikers for sure. I think Mofal is going to go out on loan at least. Palmer, I think is going to go for sure. Mullen, I'm not sure yet, but yeah, I think if we sign another striker, I think Mullen is done too. But
really,
that's just my opinion. Yeah.
On that note, I think Palmer will go. And listen, I don't know anything. I think Palmer will go before Mullen.
Yeah.
What did you make of the segment? Did you watch the last episode?
Yeah, sure. I think it made it clear that Parky was pushing for Palmer to go because Palmer said that Parkinson talked to him to say he needed to go out on loan, which Palmer refused to do. Yeah. So I think he's on the way out for sure. And with Mullen, some people interpret it as him going against Parky, but to me, it seemed more like he just put his head down and he's there for the team. If he's needed, he's going to put in the work. During training. He's going to try and prove that he belongs in that squad. I think we'll see him in preseason if he is able to prove himself there. I think he might get a chance, but I don't think he'll be the first choice, like in starting 11. But he might end up on the bench, just like we saw Marriott by the end of the season. maybe that kind of role. But it's kind of difficult to see because Marriott, Jack Marriott, yeah. He was a great player for us last season, and Mullen wasn't able to prove himself. But the season before that, it was the other way around. So I'm not quite sure who is the best fit in that sense. But as I said, if we get another striker that is proven and can score, I think for both of them, it's going to be difficult to get in.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to say now what it's going to happen, but yeah.
Yeah. We're definitely taking, obviously, Hardie. We're definitely taking Smitty. Obviously, it's the other one's obviously the other players getting on is going to be J-Rod. So those are basically our three main strikers, and then Marriott's in that conversation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So interesting. And then getting them into the preseason, which we're about three weeks away, was going to be great. Steve Barton, just for men. Thank you for the super chat. I love it. Just a random super
your
chat.
hair looks great.
Thanks. I mean, right? It doesn't look great. Yeah. Yeah, looks great. I put the hat on because it was all serious business.
Makes sense.
But so floor signing here, I just, this is our intent. I think this is great. I really do.
Yeah,
I really do. What other positions are you looking at that we need to upgrade as we go? And when do you think it's gonna happen sooner or later? Think we're gonna drag this out, or you think we're gonna make a couple good hits?
I hope we get another 2 signings in before preseason, before we go, at least. Hopefully more. But in terms of position, I think left wing back, like a macro replacement, is very important right now. Cam, another central defender, and maybe another center midfielder.
You're talking you think like not upgrades, maybe upgrades for Dobson and Matty James, or
maybe yeah. I think Matty James can hold him, and Dobson can maybe hold themselves up, but I think we need some more security there, maybe. And in the defense, I think a central defender would be good, like an EOC Scar replacement, and then maybe on the left side too, or right, either way, kind of works. We got I think Max can hold himself. I think Brunt can too, but we don't really have anyone else on that level, I think.
Yeah, I think Scar is going to be. I think Scar is going to be a big part of that too. But I still think we're a defender too. I think we're at all levels too. I think we'll get there too. And C Lord says, from what I'm gathering from the more knowledgeable folks, is that Hardie isn't likely to be the best player we signed. That's pretty exciting. I agree with that. I think this is a great start. This is a really good start. Proven goal scorer in a team that was going down, in something different that I don't think we quite have. Watching him, we don't have that play. We don't have that shoulder guy. We don't have the shoulder guy.
I think we were hoping Palmer would be that, but yeah, he's not on that level, I think.
Yeah. One of the biggest upgrades I think we need to do, in my opinion, is the left wing back position. Yeah. Just like a Maka, just listen, I'll probably start the season, but we need someone. And I don't know if how do I shift? I don't know if I think Rev's a good player. I don't know if Rev's that player that he wants.
No, I think Rev is missing that defending quality that we need to on that side, because Maka is so skilled in that sense, in that defensive quality. He does have that. Rev doesn't really have that. He has the speed. He has some of the technique. He needs some refining to do, I think. He's still young, so maybe he goes out on loan, maybe learns a bit more about that. But the way we play, I think the defending quality is very important. So we need someone who can do that too.
If we played like a 4-3-3, I'd be like, oh, sure, he's that guy. Well, he doesn't. We play a 3-5-2. Yeah. No, but Longman, I think, is going to be our starting right wing back.
Yeah, I think so too. And then, he could also play on the left side, and then Barney maybe on the right, but I'm not sure if Barney is good enough as a starting player on the right side.
Yeah, that's very interesting too. Steve Barton says, screw all this crap. Let's go get a real dragon. You want to get Khaleesi and the dragons. That's what he wants to get, right? Sure. Yeah. Steve Barton, is that what you want, Steve? Yeah. I agree with that. And by the way, Leapman Sarah says, Rev has to go. Ooh.
I would maybe just put him out on loan.
Yeah.
I think he does need some experience. He needs play time, develop a bit more, see if he can prove himself to be worthy of playing in our squad.
Yeah. Other than a dragon, I like that. Thank you, Steve. This is one Esteban thing. Longman could start on the left. I think Longman could be that left, and maybe we go for someone on the right. Do you think Barney's going to get that shot?
He has proven himself in the last season too. Nobody thought he could play League One, I think. And he was out. He's one of our best players the first half of the season, Barney. So he might be able to do it, but it's difficult. It's hard to say. Honestly, I think we do need a replacement on either side. It would be great to have one that can play either side like Longman can too. But yeah, it's hard to find someone who's so skilled on both sides. So
Sarah, I'll get a dragon tattoo on my neck if Steve pays.
I want to see that happen.
I'd like to see that. This is a goat shot right here. Scott, do you keep Mullen over Fall? Well, I mean, I think they're both in danger. I don't know. I think they're both in danger. I'm not. The
thing with Fall is he has growth potential. I think Mullen has hit his max level. So I think Fall you can send out on loan. He can develop just like Rev. He can develop more and come back and prove himself. I think Mullen has hit a wall, I think.
What does it say about our strike force that our first signing has come in that is as a striker? What does that say about Parkinson? You know, in regards to this shift that we're going through, we got rid of Fletch, Mo Fall. They call him the project. You know, but we have J Rod, we have Smitty, we have Mullen, we have Paul. I mean, what does that say that our first signing is a striker?
To me, it just shows that he's not happy with what we have right now. And I think that has shown, that's why we got Smith and J Rod in the first place, right? To strengthen that front line, because we had so many strikers already. Why would he sign 2 more and now yet another one? Just because we don't have that quality that we do need to score goals. Like we didn't score goals last season. How are we going to score goals in a championship without any new strikers, without more quality? So we do need to strengthen that line. So I wouldn't be surprised if we sign 2 more strikers at this point. But
really,
yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think one like star player striker we might get. I don't know who, but I think that will be a big signing, or a cam or a striker, just to strengthen that front line.
I'd love to get,
and then maybe another backup, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'd love to get a cam scorer, like someone like Rathbone. I think, by the way, I think Rathbone is going to be a sensational player next year.
Yeah,
sensational player, in my opinion. But I think he's going to unlock a lot of doors, especially like I like Matty James too. I like what he's done.
Yeah,
but do you think there's an upgrade coming there? You think we're going to lose Evans, a Stash? Think that's going to happen?
Yeah, I think Evans is going to go. I think Stash, yeah. I don't see, if we sign new players, I don't see why he would be in that starting squad or on the bench. If we do strengthen, because we got James, we got Dobson, we got Rathbone, we got Lee. I think Lee could still play in championship. So
yeah, Patty said the biggest signing has to be a cam. We basically have, our cam, our cam is Rathbone, right?
Yeah.
And Dobson? No, it's not Dobson. Sorry, not Dobson. Our cam is Rathbone and Elliot Lee.
Yeah.
Now,
and Cannon could play that too, but
Cannon, you got to just kind of write.
Yeah.
You got to let him get healthy here. I think I go on for a cam. I don't know who that's going to be.
No,
I have no idea who it will be. But you think Evans is going to be able to play at this level?
Not as a starter. I think he might do like 20 minutes. He might hold up once we're like 2-0 ahead. Put him in, because he's good. He's got good defending qualities. I think he's not the best at it. So
he isn't good enough for the championship. I mean, he will get a shot. He will get a shot
for sure.
Shot. What else do we miss? You want to? By the way, John agrees with you. By the way, on that too. What else? What else is on your mind? You've been obviously summertime. By the way, thanks for calling in. Appreciate it.
Yeah, of course.
Have to say on what was going on here too. Aaron is apparently welding. Who knows? What else is top of mind for you in this summer transfer window? What's going on? Especially
it's weird with the whole club championship too, with the weird deadlines and stuff. I'm happy we're getting one in right now. I'm hoping we're getting in a few more before we go down under. How many players do you think we're going to sign before we go out on preseason?
I think we get 2 more in. Okay. Maybe 2 more. That's my thought. I mean, it's you got to assume things are already happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You got to assume things already happened. What about you? I think if we get 3 in, I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, me too.
I'll be happy. I mean, maybe 4 because but also we're gonna have. Apparently, we're supposed to have a friendly before we go.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That hasn't been announced yet. Yeah. And also next week on the 26th, the day before producer Ant's birthday, they're announcing it'll be the drop of the schedule. So we got to keep an eye on that too.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So, but I think 2 or 3 possibly. I'd like that. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, same.
That's good. Well, good shout, man. Don't be a stranger. Are you? We're doing Champ Chat on Sunday. If you want to come in and be a part of the Champ Chat at some point in the rolling and that, let us know.
Sure. Yeah, I'll see what I can do in terms of schedule. But
okay,
it's definitely interesting. The first episode was really interesting. So
yeah, there's more coming. We're more coming. It's exciting too. What else do you think before you get out?
Not much else. Just keep our eye on the news. See if anything new pops up. I heard maybe kits will be dropping soon, or we get to see something. So
yeah, kits are coming. Kits will probably be out sooner than later, I would assume.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. So, really good stuff. Well, good, dude. Biggie, good to see you, my friend. And don't be a stranger, all right?
I won't.
All right. Good to see you, my friend.
Right. On that bombshell.
Yeah. He knows how to get out of here. Come on now. Biggie knows what he's doing. He's old school. Loves it. I love it. That's good. Good chat right there. Good thought. I'm excited about that. Listen, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna shut down for a little bit. If the boys want to come on later on, we'll try to put something else up. We made our first signing. This is great. Boys and gals, anyone want to come in, we'll do it later on. Obviously, it's really exciting to get our first signing in. I want to kick the tires with everybody. As you said, anything breaks, we'll be here live on the show, on the local pundit throughout the summer. No matter what's going on, we hit it. We try to hit it. We try to hit it for everybody, so we have our say, and we can follow this club on every inch. Watching. It's funny, like watching back the doc throughout the season. Right, they're producing the show. It's great, and I think about it. It's like, God, we kick every tire. We kick every damn tire, which is so good, and we have so much to talk about. So maybe something later on might pop up. Just keep an eye on it. Keep your alerts on. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Let's get us up to 3,000. Let's get up to 3,000 by the start of the season. 3,001, whatever we're going to do. So appreciate all of you, and thank you for the super chats. And thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the memberships. Absolute legend. Be a part of this community. It's fantastic. We're growing it out. Like long hair, don't care. Let's do it. And listen, first signing coming in at the start. Ryan Hardie. I'm in. I'm loving this. This is so good. I'm so good. I'm so good with how we started this off, and more to come. This is intent. This is a sign of intent. Yeah, it might not be like that splash, like, oh my God, we just signed, I don't know, Paul Pogba or something like that. We'll get there. But if this is the intent, we're gonna go for this. Do not sleep on the fact that we're not gonna go for this and go up. I'm not saying I'm not saying we're gonna do it. We're gonna go and walk the league or whatever, but the intent will be there. And the intent bringing in a goal scorer, a proven goal scorer at this level is good. Well done. Well done. Just watch the space. And I think this is an intent that the squad's going to turn over pretty heavily. I think there's going to be some surprises over the summer. Ins and outs. So smash that like button, subscribe. Thank you for coming in. And anything breaks, we'll be here. Appreciate all of you. And on that bombshell, we'll see y'all soon.